How's it going, folks? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. Today we're taking a look at Popular Mechanics, June 1987. Man, I miss the 80s. It was a different time, but I feel like I'm glad that I wasn't in the 70s. The 60s, perhaps. I feel like I missed something there. Now, if you're new here, I'm a computer tech. I'm learning about practical things more, and I like to go through here and see how society and technology have both changed. I am to understand that whammons weren't allowed to drive until sometime in 95, or at least that's what I've been told by my feminist girlfriend. Built fun tough, but not for the whammons. Apparently that was their seat, that's what I'm told. I'm sorry, I'll heck off with that stuff. Speed stick. Legit, I don't know about you guys, but the stuff that's like the snowy stuff that has talcum powder in it, that's the only stuff that can work for me for 24 hours. Okay, remarkably, we got the alcoholism back. It's interesting. Sometimes a year they have there's no beer advertisements in these, and I wonder why. I want to say I remember this gentleman doing full commercials in this, and it was a lot of fun. That was back before comedy was a thing in commercials. Now we don't even have commercials so much. People don't watch TV as much. But hey, guys, remember when people that used to watch TV remember when commercials started getting funny, and the news just made you want to throw things across the room? I should say before news made you want to throw things across the room. When you could go out and have some chaw, good company with the chaw and the water. Don't bother thinking about your family. You don't need to worry about those little bastards. Legitimately, though, if you were to have chaw and spit it into the water, I wonder if that would scare the fish away, bring them forward, or give them a high. I'm saying that because another interesting thing, when I was a kid, you could spit off the side of the bridge and the fish would just go for it. You drop anything off the side of the bridge and the fish would go for it. I get shit for this, but it was a long time ago. But I was put on antidepressants. I really didn't think I needed to be on effects or like the highest. And it just, no, I would start feeding them to the fish, and the fish would just go right after it, just down those pain medications. Well, mental pain medications. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, they don't do that anymore. It's as if the fish have just forgotten that it's possible to get food if something drops into the water. Or maybe they thought that that was a good place to get stuff because fishermen used to go there. It's as if they've forgotten the habit. And I understand the world changes and everything in it changes, but I wasn't prepared for the animals within my short range of sight to change their ideas so quickly. All right, this guy's probably got all the asbestos. This guy's got all the lead. And this one will get all the microplastics. Or is it the other way? You got the lead and he's got the asbestos. I can't get over all of the advertisements for radar detectors. Just stop breaking the law. Wait, was this before cruise control? No, cruise control had to be a thing. Once again, I have to pause at the advertisements. They're remarkable. We're past the time where we have these advertisements, and it wasn't until I started going through these magazines that I could truly appreciate them. So as an artist, I wonder what we would call this. Surrealism mixed with airbrush reality? I vaguely know art, but I feel like this is a remarkable art that needs to be preserved and remembered and appreciated. Legit, this is about the only cigarette advertisement that I can get behind saying, yeah, that looks real. I could see that guy actually being in that place and doing that thing, and he doesn't look too clean. Merit, never heard of those ones. Oh, frick, check out that advertisement. Look at the bear. Man, the woman chooses the bear. All right, Sparky, get in the truck. The woman wants the bear. I'm gonna get the frick out of here. You know, I bet I'm wrong, but I get the feeling like a truck in the 80s that, had X many miles on it, an American truck would probably last better than a new American truck if put through the rugged stuffs in the outback and whatnot. I could be completely wrong, but when I hear about the issues that people have had with older trucks versus newer ones, I just hear so much aluminum breaking. Judd Light, so say we all. What is this advertisement saying? Is it? Oh, this is an advertisement that's like here. This is our place. This is what we do, and this is what we smoke. Or you know what I mean. That's interesting. These guys are also all too clean. But hey, let's just spice up reality. And that guy looking good. Looking good. Huh. Huh. Now, meanwhile, those four individuals might, between the four of us, might have more virtue than any millionaire. They're just addicted to something. A Zuzu? A Zuzu. That's not a thing anymore, right? A Zuzu. I'm glad that I don't need parts for that. Blah, I want to suck your blood. Oh, shop vac. Yes. Oh, I needed more of those when I was a father of a young kid. Now, I know you're thinking about shop mess, but I'm thinking about kid puke and stuff. Why don't we have shop vacs in kitchens? All right, so there's probably all guys in here, but there are not many girls that watch this. But serious guys, if your dog pukes, sorry, if your wife, if anybody pukes inside, get the dog. Sometimes the dog will just clean that stuff up. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do anything. Just get over here. Yes, it's gross, but they eat grosser things outside. Trust me. Now it's interesting that they got the muscles out here in Joe Camel, but notice that Joe Camel is not the man with the muscles. He's watching, he's part of it. They want camels to seem like the everyday, every man's thing. They didn't want to go out on a limb like everybody else does. In older magazines, they specifically point that out. Anyways, it's interesting. Smooth Turkish and domestic blend. I don't know anyone that hates a Turk. I don't know anyone who's like, oh, silly Turkish individual. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about a Turk. It's probably because I live in a village full of white hillbillies. We got some technology updates, guys. Pop-up spoiler hits the road. Oh, that would be so cool. Oh, wait, is that an F? No, I thought that was a stealth bomber or a stealth fighter. That's an F-15. Still pretty cool. Still pretty cool, but man, even if you get one of those old stealth ones from the 70s, the stealth bombers, or the 60s, even the original, as soon as a kid sees one of those, they just lose their minds. Okay. Oh, oui, oui, mon ami, oui, oui. Submachine gun in a box. Oh, frick, it's a Buick advertisement. Someone asked me to make sure I get all of the advertisements for cars in here, so here we go. There's a Buick. I feel like I've seen this specific shot a million times, and I'll never get tired of it. She might look better in hot pink, though. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hot pink just shows up excellent against anything, and even if you got a suntan, it just shows off so nicely. See what I mean? See, something about pink. Something about pink. The art of motorcycle touring. I don't see why you'd give anyone a hard time for that. I mean, fun, right? So what if you're not 1%? Here's a level on levelers, eh? And here we see a straight up advertisement for a CD radio player. Why would anyone want to do drugs when they could just mow the lawn? Man, remember in high school, everyone was so interested in getting these great speaker systems, these great boxes for their cars, and now they seem to be on the side of the road free, here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, no doubt, that could legitimately mess up your day if you hit something on the bottom. No, thank you. Sacrete. Scacrete. Okay, buy the cement. Do you think anyone's ever been like, oh, I'm going to buy this cement because I read about it in Popular Mechanics? Love making sure that I get a shot of the Army National Guard. It's your car and it's your choice. Now listen here, sonny boy. I need these ivory back scratchers more than you need your change, so you better make sure you pony up the good money for the good stuff and don't be getting that Chinese inferior product. Anyways, Popular Mechanics, June 1987. That's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one. Take care of each other.